when I worship Shiv, things are a bit easy, very easy.
They
because
get balanced.
They get balanced. But when I worship Kali Ma,
This Ganesha has the energy of Kali, Saturn, and Shani Maharaj, and Ketu, which Ganesha is always associated with. Upasana is a very important ritual that you should do every day. Sitting with God, Upasana. You just sit with God for at least half an hour every day to have a te-te, to have a talk.
yes, the more I'm doing a sadhana, the more she's telling me what is required to be
What she wants.
Form the rituals, form the yantra to be made, to the asana, everything she's telling me.
I 100% agree with you. When I was sitting there in the evening, I saw huge auric bodies come from the window and sit in that pedestal where Ganesha was sitting. The last scene when the clouds come down and when the Garuda comes and takes Tukaram and he says, Ami jato amcha gawa, amcha rama rama gawa.
प्रणाम कैसे हो भैया बहुत दिन हो गए मेरे ख्याल से
एकदम ठीक है।
प्रणाम भैया पूरी टीम आई है भैया लेट तो नहीं हो गए भैया हम टाइम पे हरिओम माँ कैसे हो माँ
Lachimo, so good to see you.
हरिओम माँ
Actually, he's a baby,
Baby?
4-month baby. I had another one which was very old and वो पूरी मेरी बात करता था. वो talk in my voice, say whatever I say.
So Ma, first I got your darshan 6 months ago.
Yes, Bhavi. And I was wondering, where were you all these years? You've been in Rishikesh. I've been here. We are so busy in our own
हाँ माँ,
own exploration, तो हम लोग मैं तो कहीं जाती ही नहीं हूँ. I don't go out anywhere I don't go out.
When was your first experience? Then you realized that I'm not the doer.
In my 20s.
Wow.
Yeah, I started meditating when I was around 14, 15.
Ma, under guidance or just
No,
past
I
sanskaras
studied.
were
Yeah, I
blossoming?
studied in a school which had an ashram, Mothers International School. It was a part of the Aurobindo ashram. So meditation was compulsory for all children. We were taken to the meditation hall every day. And while all my friends were playing pranks in the meditation room, we would write and scribble and joke and talk and make fun. I would by choice go and sit at the back because there was no fun there.
And you enjoyed the most.
I enjoyed that more. Though I was a very naughty child, but and I was very participative in all the pranks and all the ill that children did. But by choice in the meditation hall, I would disassociate from my friends and go and sit at the back.
So Ma, this experience when it happened, how did you comprehend?
I have seen Mother, Sri Aurobindo and Mother's picture was always there in the hall. I've seen Mother open her arms and embrace me, and that was my first experience with spirituality.
And you were 20, Ma?
No, I was 15, yeah, 14, 15. And then I didn't know who they were because I had no introduction to spirituality at all from my journey in my home. My parents were neither very religious nor spiritual. They were karma yogis, very hardworking, honest people walking straight on the path. But there was no religiosity in our house. And so I was not at all aware of the saints of India or, spiritual stalwarts of India. Kuch nahi mujhe pata tha. So these two were my first encounter with spirituality. I started reading Sri Aurobindo and Mother. When I was in school, in the library, there was ample of reading available. And I started my relationship with nature because Mother was a nature person.
Yes.
She was a nature person. She loved a lot of occult things, and
Yes.
And fortunately for me, we had a lot of people, foreigners around in the ashram who would have crystals with them, and you know how Aurobindo ashram is. A lot of alternatives being talked and discussed.
Yes.
I got friendly with all modalities, and they just came to me like fish to water. I was like, a fish left in a new pond, and she's at home. And spirituality for me was like I've entered into my home. And then the journey started, an exploration of various healing modalities and exploration of consciousness, the Devi, and all of this. In my 20s, I got in touch with the truth, so to say, the consciousness that operates behind everything.
How was it dealing with parents, family at that point of time?
It's always a rough path, Bhavesh. It's always a rough path for a purpose. For a purpose, you can't have a pointed pencil unless you use the blade. And I have to have pencil shavings. You can't. You're a blunt pencil otherwise.
Did parents at one point of time come into acceptance?
No, they
or they still don't understand, because my parents don't understand
even now. They don't understand even now, and it's like they have an ambition for the child. All parents have a dream for the child, and probably my parents knew I was a bright child, which I didn't know. I was a bright child, and they always had high dreams for me. If she'll become a someone, a doctor or a chartered accountant or someone who can. And my mother would keep saying, you don't use your brain in anything. You have a brain, but you don't use it. And so I had no academic inclination at all, and I would just go as an average. Even without studying, I would get a 70-75%. And to me, that was more than enough. And for them, it was like, she can do better, and what is this? Like that. So there was non-acceptance of my likings. The subjects that drew me were beauty, grace, dance, music, spirituality.
All creative
and
aspects.
all of these were not accepted
by the society, or even
by
parents.
them. I'm not bothered about the society. By them. They said these are all time-wasting things.
This is one of the most unique Ganesh Bhagwan.
Yes.
How did that happen? How did the journey start? Because whenever you see Ganesh Bhagwan, he's that cute Bhagwan.
Yeah.
But here he's sitting with Shakti. He's
Dashabhuja.
And literally sitting here. First time when I came, I remember we came running and you were sitting, and Parveen and Anjali were, and we were trembling because we saw this. I was like, let's get hold of man.
Yeah. He has that energy of Kali. This Ganesha has the energy of Kali, Saturn, and the Shani Maharaj, and Ketu, which Ganesha is always associated with.
So, how did you start worshipping such a form where?
Yeah, so I had a vision.
He's an Ugra form.
He's Ugra form.
He's an Ugra form.
In fact, when the Murti came, his eyes were very Ugra. The Murti didn't come to me. I got a picture of the done Murti by the by the artist.
Yes.
The eyes were bulging and they were angry.
Rudra, full Rudra.
Very angry. And I spoke to him and I said I am fallen in love with him. He's so beautiful. I said, I want him to look at me with love. I said, I want him to look at me with love and look at everybody with love. And then I don't know what he did to the Murti, and it became soft, it became Saumya. So one day before, when the Ganesha was to come, the temple was not ready. I couldn't imagine that the Ganesha would be ready in 3 months. Temple was not ready. Now I didn't know where to put the Ganesha, where to do his stapana. So I emptied my room. We had 2 rooms in which I was living in one room. The other room was a meditation study room. I emptied that meditation study room and made an altar there for him to sit, temporary abode, till the mandir was made. So that day in the evening, when the tiles were put and everybody was gone, I light a lamp and I was sitting there with deep gratitude in my heart that, there's always this economic struggle that goes with people who travel alone on the journey.
True.
There is a deep knowing that I have so much, and yet physically there is nothing tinkling in the hands, So we didn't have flooring in that room. There was just mud and गोबर का लीपा करते थे हम लोग, गेरू लगाते थे कभी कभी, तो उसमें टाइल लगा दिया. I put tiles because Ganesha had to come. It had to be spick and span, so I put the tiles. When I was sitting there in the evening, I had huge auric bodies come from the window and sit in that pedestal where Ganesha was sitting. two big, huge auric bodies, and they were like man and woman. I will share the picture with you. I have taken a picture.
Definitely. And Ma, we can see the space
At
also.
the space also, yes. They sat there. I was alone sitting there with a
And Ma,
lamp.
this is in awake state.
I was sitting there and I was just preparing. The next day Ganesha was to come, and it looked like a man and a woman, like Shiva and Parvati. I don't know. I don't want to define them. The temperature of that room changed to something which was like maybe 1 or 2 degrees. It was the month of July, August. It was hot outside. The room was chilled, and there was cold breeze coming from that aura. And I was sitting there for 1 hour. I have thoroughly immersed myself in their presence. I have a picture of them. I'll share it with you.
Very grateful. Ma.
Yes. And then they left. And after that, Ganesha arrived the next day. He was in that room for 1.5 years. I did his seva myself. Even today, I do his seva myself. I give him a bath. I do the abhishek. We do havan every day. All the mantra invocations. We've not hired a pandit. Though I'm sure he would have done a better job, but not more loving than I do.
True, Ma. True.
इसको ऑन रख देते हैं.
When I worship Shiv, things are a bit easy. Very easy.
They
because
get balanced.
They get balanced. But when I worship Kali Ma, like Ma, to get to you and meeting her, she will grind me. नहीं अभी कैंसिल होगा, ये हो गया, इनकी तबीयत बीमार होगी, ऐसा ऐसा. But Ma, the product that she'll give, Ma, I have experience, will be perfect, more than perfect.
Yeah.
But Ma, that not to give up, and Ma, she will. You know it, Ma.
Yes. I understand.
And you have done Dashama Vidya at so
Yes.
many subtle levels.
Yes. Yeah. Testing is a part of the journey, and but you also, when the Lord is testing you, it's like you're falling down in a deep ravine somewhere, but He won't let you fall.
Yes, Ma.
Pick you up. Just suspend and then pick you up. It's like a bungee.
Yes, Ma.
You feel that you're going to go.
Yes.
And then it picks you up, and picks you up stronger than before.
Yes.
And it prepares your body to channel that kind of energy. And if there is a role you have to play in the world, especially to guide others, then you're very fortunate to go through these acid tests.
Yes, Ma.
Very fortunate to go through these. People don't get all this battering.
Yes,
You're a loved one, that's why you're getting it.
Yes, Ma.
So happily go through it. That's it. जो करना है करो,
जो नहीं करना है
हाँ.
माँ ऐसे मोमेंट्स आते हैं कि सब कुछ जाने वाला है until the end she will tell that have you surrendered and one point then माँ 2 दिन में सब ठीक
हो जाता है.
ऐसा ठीक कि माँ
That never-
unexpected
हाँ.
like from money to travel to everything and माँ no I think every sadhak will understand this.
Yes.
Ordinary man thinks that he is in complete control but माँ when she takes over it is just flawless.
Yes, it is.
Like everything is supporting.
Yes.
Everything is supporting.
True that. It's an extraordinary journey.
How did the Dashama Vidyas come to you, Ma?
The Mahavidyas came just overnight. At night and in my sleep, in the middle of the night, Gurudev said that you have to now teach the Mahavidyas. And the next day, I kept quiet. I had no clue about the Mahavidyas. I kept quiet. Then through the day, I kept quiet, looking for indications, and the names of the Devis one by one through the day were revealed to me. किसी का email में कुछ नाम आ गया, किसी का photo आ गया, किसी का it just came through the day. Then in the evening meditation, I surrendered. I said, if I have to teach this, because the Adesh was that I have to teach the Mahavidyas. If I have to teach this, I have to experience them. Then I went through the whole cycle myself. I went through the whole cycle from Kali to Kamlatmika, Kamlatmika to Kali. One by one, yes. I did all anushtans of the Devis, one by one. I finished the whole cycle, and then I had a download of the the diagrams and everything that I had to
The yantras,
share with the world. Yes, that's it. Simple.
But ma, I believe that we talk about their form, but internally they are unconditional love, ma.
The unconditional love. Yesterday only I was talking to a sadhak. I was telling him, he was trying to figure out, because we are doing the Lalita Sahasranam these days, and
The Sri
there
Chakra
are,
Shri
yes, and all the Dakini, Rakini,
Yeah,
and
yes.
Kakini, all of these are being discussed, and all the Devis surrounding all the petals are being discussed. And so he was asking me, so many Devis, hundreds of Devis are there, not only mentioned in the Lalita, but also in other faiths of the Shakta
Yes.
community. Where and how do they fit into the whole map of the universe? Which was a very valid, a very genuine question. And the answer that I shared with him was very revealing to me itself, to me also, that when you study the Dasha Mahavidya, you understand the procreating trikona of the universe, which is the Kali, Tara and Shodashi. This is the procreating trikona, the gunas. Kali representing the sum total of tamas, Tara the sattva, and Shodashi the rajas. From this trikona, all the fragmenting has happened. So you name any Devi in this world, not only in India, in this world, pick it up from Greek mythology or from anywhere. These Devis will fit on the 7 chakra frequencies. They will fit somewhere. So you have Devis that align to the crown, you have Devis that align to the brow, you have Devis that align to the throat, align to the heart, to the Manipura, to the Swadhisthana, and to the root. All of these Devis will have frequential identities that will fit on this whole chakra, and the upper triangle is the ultimate trikona of this creation. And if you look at every Devi form which is there, and ask yourself, ये कहाँ fit होती है, आपको समझ में आ जाएगा कि कौन सी frequency में fit हो रही है.
And they communicate very clearly.
And they communicate very clearly. So which means that there are these 10 pathways of the Devi created at the onset of the creation.
And it's all within the body.
And it's all within the body and outside the body. The body of the Kala Purusha and the body of the individual. And all these 10 pathways are related to all the 10 activities that are happening here. The topmost 3 being the gunas, which are amalgamating in each of the levels of the 7. So material se leke, subtle se leke, subsubtle se leke, causal se leke, all these frequencies will align. So there is no Devi which is a misfit in the universe.
Yes, Mama. That is the cosmic intelligence is beyond.
Yes.
So, Ma, personal question, may I?
Yes.
So, Ma, of course you did Dashama Vidyas. How was the awakening of the Kundalini, Ma? The so-called?
Well, you are a testimony unto yourself.
True, Ma.
Correct.
True.
And there isn't anything outside that can make a check of you. Now, if I say yes, how true is my yes? And if I say no, how true is my no?
Understood.
Right?
Yes.
It's an experience, and the experience itself is the truth. Whether it is Kundalini, not Kundalini.
Yeah, I'm just naming it.
Yeah, I'm branding it unnecessarily.
So,
it's not
Ma,
required.
when that consciousness sets in,
Yeah, there is
are we able to hold it forever?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm coming to that. There are lakshana. There is the Kundalini awakening is a process. It's not an event. Number one, it's a process that goes on for many lifetimes. All right, and slow awakening is organic awakening, and a striking awakening is always a shocker. Slow awakening is what sadhaks are recommended, and that happens when one is committed to sadhana relentlessly at the Mooladhar. The effervescence of the Devi starts, and that opens up creativity, higher communication, and higher understanding, and looking through the gross into the subtle happens automatically. So, for most of the spiritual community, people who are there is awakening that is already triggered. That's why they are able to have the craving and have the liking, inclination, and can understand what's written in a book. People will not understand if the awakening is not happened. They don't know what's written. And when you understand, that means there's intelligence that's working in you, and that intelligence itself is Kundalini. So the awakening process has happened for most of the people. However, complete awakening does not happen unless one comes in a committed sadhana. And committed sadhana of what? Every committed sadhana of every deity will give Kundalini awakening. Because that is the goal of the body. That is the spiritual goal of the body. That the awakened Kundalini should open up all the centers and granthis, and the brain should receive that electricity, and the blossoming of the Sahasrara should happen. That's the goal of the body.
Yes.
ठीक है, तो वो तो साधक को होगा ही होगा, किसी भी deity से होगा. Any deity, not only deity puja, but also any kind of puja, archana, upasana, sadhana. Even for a musician, Kundalini awakening happens. Even for an artist, Kundalini awakening happens. Even for a dancer, a Kundalini awakening can happen. You know, it's the orgasmic response of the body and the soul.
Yes.
You know, so it happens. Now coming to our spiritual discussion in the circles of Mahavidyas, and the Kundalini awakening will happen in any way when you start the Mahavidya sadhana and Ganesh sadhana. Ganesha being the lock.
Very important.
It's a lock. You cannot do Devi sadhana without Ganesh sadhana. Cannot do it. Does not give you fruit. Some little construction that was going on.
हाँ माँ.
I made a small room. I made a room for myself actually.
अच्छा माँ.
हाँ, पहले मेरे वो रूम था जहाँ अभी अपन बैठे हैं.
हाँ हाँ.
अभी मैं वहाँ नहीं रहती हूँ. I made a cave for myself.
वाह माँ. But last time माँ नहीं था.
ये नहीं था.
अच्छा.
This was not there. And so just finished this month.
So nice माँ.
Open altar over here.
Wow.
A small open altar.
Suma, this is your space.
This is my space.
This
I
is
sit here in the morning, evening for my dhyana reading, whatever.
Nice, wow.
Yeah.
So much struggle you have gone through.
I don't.
मतलब
कहाँ है
that
struggle
journey,
भावेश?
no माँ, that जब भी वो time पे सोचते हो.
हाँ ठीक है. but अभी जब पीछे देखे तो struggle
कुछ
नहीं
नहीं है
लगता
ना माँ.
है ना.
It's like a.
Yeah. This is my room.
So nice. Oh wow. Look at that feeling.
Yeah.
Ma, it's like, living many lifetimes in one life.
Yes. Sriyantra there, Bhavesh. You wanted to see it. हाँ बड़ा है. देखो अंदर चलो आपका. I was always wanting a big Sriyantra, and I always thought they have to be very small. Normally we get small ones, and suddenly I saw one in a shop, and I brought her home. Then it's like, there's always a challenging me inside which wants to create rituals rather than follow rituals. So I kept her in sunlight, for 21 days. Every day taking out in the sunlight for a couple of...
Charging it.
Charging it. Moonlight for the whole moon cycle. And then buried it in the ground for some time, for a few days. So to give the earth element.
It is breathing. It is literally breathing.
And then a full Anushthan of Shri Suktam was done. And then I established in the... This is absolute living...
Actually, it is the highest form of sadhana, ma.
It's the highest form of sadhana.
It's the highest form of sadhana.
It's the highest form of sadhana.
उससे ऊपर कुछ है नहीं when you talk about Shakti.
No. Because Kameshwar and Kameshwari both are there.
Everything is there, ma.
Yeah.
All the devis, all what.
Yes.
Powerful experience now, the internal experience that you want to share, if you're okay with it, something that made you realize that this is it, with Gurudev or with Dashama Vidyas or with Ganesh Bhagwan. The most powerful.
Every experience has been unique. A powerful experience, Bhavesh, because there's so many of them. Yet, the wondrous, how the path is so wondrous. To me, this revelation itself is the highest spiritual experience for me. How it is unfolding. Did I left Dasha Mahavidya, for instance? Gurudev gave me Dasha Mahavidya, and I teach it to people just the way he taught me. And it is exquisite, exclusive. It's not taught like this anywhere. Anywhere. You search the internet, you search books, you grantha, कुछ भी आप देखो, आपको ये explanation महाविद्या का कहीं नहीं मिलेगा ही नहीं, because it comes from direct source. So now when I think back, did I kind of create this whole understanding? No. Do I have the capacity to create this understanding? No. You know, so when you realize that भारी भक्कम subjects,
How much? Because
हाँ भारी भक्कम subjects आपके अंदर ऐसे उतर गए जैसे दूध उतरता है शिवलिंग के ऊपर, ऐसे स्मूथली उतर जाता है. तो ये अपने में एक वंडरस एक्सपीरियंस है.
because my Dashama Vidya is ऐसा topic जो
Absolutely.
and it's such an experience that
Yeah.
a normal brain or a normal human can't comprehend.
Yeah,
Intellect के
you
ऊपर है
can't put them all 10
Yes.
together.
Ma, why are these Dashamavidya so ferocious? Even in the approach of sadhana, they are so ferocious.
Bhavesh, they aren't. You know, when you start the sadhana with this conditioning that they're ferocious, they show their ugra form. But when you start the sadhana with the conditioning that she's my mother,
Yes, ma'am.
they will come in the most motherly way to you. I have experienced them as absolute gracious feminine forms. Absolute gracious. मुझे तो जरा भी रत्ती भर भी anger नजर नहीं आया.
कि माँ, I have seen people messing, but I had an experience with Dhumavati ma. However she looks, but ma, she's very
Oh, ocean of compassion.
compassion, man. Who to talk to her? Just keep
Oh,
quiet,
yeah.
ignore their messages.
She-
But she is ma.
She can drink away all your tears.
Yes, ma'am.
And she's ocean. Absolutely an ocean. So there is some historical background to this discussion. The Mahavidyas have been interpreted in different eras in different ways.
Yes.
Today, I think, is the most fortunate time for the Mahavidyas because we healthy minds are opening up the chapters again and presenting to the next generation
Yes.
something which is so beautiful and not to be shied or feared of, right? At some point in history, Mahavidyas were connected with the Navadurgas and the Devi Durga tradition, and they were presented as ferocious Devis, which they are not. They are not. It's not completely that they're not ferocious. You see, it's the energy of the fire. Fire is dangerous, but fire is cooking also.
Yes, ma'am.
Fire is important because without fire, there is no purification. So, when you understand fire as fire और इससे डरना है, तो वो डराएगा भी आपको.
हाँ, ma'am.
Right? It will scare you. But when you understand this fire is my conduit
Yes, ma'am.
to where I want to reach, then it will be useful for you.
It will blossom.
Yes, it will blossom. It will help you. So you don't have to approach Mahavidyas with fear. Point number 1. Point number 2, each of them takes you into Kali corridor.
Yes, ma'am.
Takes you
Yes,
into
ma'am.
Kali corridor. They will take you there. हाथ पकड़ के ले जाते हैं माँ काली के पास.
Yes, ma'am.
And Kali takes you into Shiva, into consciousness, into ultimate,
Reality, yes.
darkness of the procreating universe. All right. So approach them with love. Approach them with friendliness, with love. And my mother will teach me what I have to do. I don't want my neighbor to come and tell me how I should talk to my mother.
Beautiful.
Have that approach, that kind of. She will teach me what I should do with her. Whether I should light a diya of ghee or of mustard oil or of til ka tel or kerosene. She will teach me.
Ma, I am experiencing the more I'm doing a sadhana, the more she's telling me what is required to be
What
done.
she wants.
Form the rituals, form the yantra to be made to the asana, everything she's telling.
I 100% agree with you.
And ma, it is so profound and you can't tell anyone because they won't understand. It is not meant for others, I believe. And I think everyone has a unique way to worship her.
Everyone has a unique way. People don't trust their own inner voice, number 1. Number 2, what is the function of you and me as teachers here? Our function is to remove fear from
Yes.
everyone's mind.
Yes, ma'am.
Give them the freedom and liberty to explore their connection with God
Yes.
in their own unique way. Just like an earthworm would connect to nature in his own way.
Yes.
A frog would do it in his own way. A snake would do it in his own way. You're a unique person. You have to establish your own connection with God. Do it with trust, surrender, crying, laughing, sitting.
Yes.
Sitting with God for a long time. That's why Upasana is a very important method. Upasana is a very important ritual that you should do every day.
Yes.
Sitting with God, Upasana. You just sit with God for at least half an hour every day to have a te-te, to have a talk.
Yes, ma'am. And they do talk
And
very
they,
clearly.
and they do talk clearly. Yes, they do.
Very, very clearly.
There's a lot of story he has, I'll tell you. So he was with a group of 5 of them. They are always in bunches, right?
they're
In
always,
flocks.
yeah.
So during COVID, 4 of them died. You want to hold it?
Yeah.
Don't want to hold
ऐसे
him.
ऐसे ऐसे
गले से
पकड़ना
पकड़ना है?
हाँ ऐसे गले से पकड़ो अब बस just take him take a hug yeah
Oh no, don't worry, don't worry. Scared? Are you scared?
इसका नाम सूफी है
Sufi? Sufi Chiku. Have they met Sufi and Chiku?
yeah they play
They play around?
Yeah,
Ayyo.
they play
Ayyo.
बस छोड़ दो ऐसे just like a bottle drop him down that's it
Yeah.
so sometimes he's very possessive about his pond
हाँ बिल्कुल.
and about his home
हाँ.
and he doesn't want these animals to go there मेरे घर मत जाओ leave me alone
What do you do, mom, when there's an outburst of compassion, outburst of love?
I sing मैंने जैसे स्तोत्र पढ़ लिए I भगवान के वो कर लेती हूँ स्तुति कर लेती हूँ there is outburst of compassion ऐसे होता नहीं है I'm always in a compassionate mode वैसे तो बस ऐसे outburst नहीं होता है मेरे पास कभी
तो वो जर्नी सब खत्म हो गया
हाँ कभी कभी कुछ जैसे कोई मूवी देख लिया फॉर एग्जांपल ऐसे संत तुकाराम है एक मूवी आई मस्ट हैव सीन इट लाइक 101 टाइम्स यू नो तो वो देखती हूँ तो मैं आज भी मतलब इट एनामर्स मी इवन टुडे द लास्ट सीन व्हेन the clouds come down and when the Garuda comes and takes Tukaram and he says Ami jato amcha gawa amsa rama rama gawa
Nowadays everyone talks about Vedanta.
हाँ.
It's very rare that a
Good,
person
I'm
is
happy
living
they're
it.
talking about it.
Yes.
At least they're talking
about it. Yes. I've seen many people मैं ब्रह्मन हूँ मैं कुछ काम नहीं करूँगा.
हाँ.
And I'm like topic end. हम आगे बात नहीं कर सकते.
They're talking about it, at least we'll take them closer.
Yes, ma.
Number one, at least because of that, they may sit in a crowd where there is a Vedanta lecture going on.
Yes, ma.
Or they may read. How much it goes inside doesn't matter, but
Yes,
they will
ma.
read.
At least
The door will open. Vedanta is the medicine for the world.
Vedanta is, even I believe.
It is the medicine for the world. Bhakti is a cream, is a malam.
Yes.
Bhakti is a cream, is a malam, but Vedanta is the medicine. It's an antibiotic that will take away all the ignorance away. There is no other medicine. No other medicine. You come in Christ consciousness, you come in Buddha consciousness, you come in Allah consciousness, you come in Devi consciousness, come whatever. Unless the Buddhi has received the Jnana of Vedanta, it will be incomplete only. It will be incomplete.
Yes, ma. I firmly believe in that.
Yeah, so when जब भक्ति बहुत करते हैं लोग,
हाँ.
तो ईश्वर की कृपा से वो वेदांतिक विजडम उनकी बुद्धि में प्रभु डाल देते हैं.
हाँ जी.
खुद ब खुद ज्ञान का प्रस्फुटन हो जाता है.
हाँ जी.
But for nalayak people like us in the world, it's nice for us to study Vedanta.